Candela, hypnotherapist, transformation coach, and a spiritual teacher. You're about to listen to a recording of one of my regression sessions. If you enjoyed the content on my channel, please consider subscribing. And if you click on the bell, it will inform you of any of my future postings. Also, leave a comment and click like, because that helps to bring this kind of content to more viewers. I hope you enjoy the recording, and I hope to see you again in my future videos. And I'd like you to tell me the very first thing that you see as you reach the surface.
It's hot. There's sand.
Is it daytime or nighttime?
Daytime. The sky's blue. I feel like I'm in a hole.
How deep are you in the hole?
Not very deep, but I can see the sand around me. Like I just dug a hole, maybe? Or I'm digging a hole.
So I'd like you to look down at your feet and tell me what you're wearing on your feet.
Sandals with straps.
And tell me what you're wearing on your body.
A scarf or a head dress. My body, I have a full covering.
Do you mean your whole body's covered?
Yeah.
Are you in a male or female body?
I think male.
Young or old?
I don't know.
Are you healthy?
I think so.
So describe your clothing a little bit more.
It's like a cloak, but it covers my entire body.
What color is it?
Cream.
And what's the fabric?
Cotton.
And your headdress?
It's the same. It's like a hood to protect from the sand.
Become aware if there's anything else that is around you other than the sand.
There's a camel.
Is it close to you?
Not very.
Who does it belong to?
I don't know.
Become aware of why you are in this location, sitting in this hole.
I think we're digging for water.
Who's we?
The people I'm with.
So tell me about the people that you're with. Are they with you now?
No.
Are you alone there?
No. There's a man in all black. He's the bad one.
Why is he there?
He owns us.
What does that mean?
I saw him beat someone.
Are you his slave?
I think so. We're afraid of him.
Why are you there right now?
He's going somewhere. I don't know where. And he needs water.
So you're looking for water for him?
Yes.
Are you traveling with him?
Yes.
How are you traveling?
We walk.
How long are you going to be on the road?
I don't know.
Did he just run out of water?
Yes, he ran out.
Is the journey longer than he anticipated?
Yes.
Where are you all traveling to?
I don't know.
So become aware of the others that are with you.
I see them.
How many of them are there?
I think there are 4 of us.
Have you traveled like this before with him?
Yes.
So tell me what you know about this man in black.
I don't know much. I just do what I'm told. I was collected to work for him.
How did that happen?
I was taken as a boy.
From where?
My family.
Who took you?
I don't know.
How old were you at that time?
Young.
And you have spent all this time serving him?
Yes.
Do you get any compensation for your work?
No.
Can you leave him?
No.
Become aware of your age now.
I would say 30, but I feel much older.
What kind of work do you do for him?
Labor.
Tell me about your regular day. What would you do during the course of a day?
We build. We dig. We carry things.
And can you tell me what line of business he's in?
He steals and kills.
What does he steal?
Everything. People. Money.
What does he do with the people that he steals?
Kills them. Rapes them. Enslaves them.
Does he usually kill for a reason or just because he feels like it?
Power.
And what is his position within the community?
I don't know that he has one.
Does he stay in any one place?
No. People are afraid of him.
Is his power in the fear that he instills, or does he have legitimate power?
The fear.
Does he operate on his own, or as part of a group?
His own.
Does he have any family or anyone that travels with him?
No.
So it's just him and the slaves that he owns?
Yes.
You said that you build things for him. What kind of things do you build?
Carts. Weapons.
Tell me what the carts look like.
They're smaller to carry things, to pull things.
What do you make them out of?
Clay, mud.
What do they run on?
We pull them. We just drag them.
Do they have any wheels?
Some do, and some don't.
You just drag it on the ground?
Yes, there's not always enough wheels.
What kind of weapons do you create for him?
Knives, spears.
Do you have people that specialize in working with weapons?
Not that I've seen.
So anybody can make them?
I don't.
What do you usually do? What kind of work?
I dig.
What tools do you use to dig?
We use our hands, shovels, wooden tools. I think he's looking for something.
Why do you think that?
Because I dig a lot.
The slaves that he has, is it just male or does he have females there?
Just male.
Tell me about your life as much as you can.
We sleep in tents, build fire, tell stories.
What kind of stories do you tell?
Stories about creatures in the sand, stories about life before the master.
Do you have people there that you would consider your friends?
No.
Are you friendly with them?
Yes.
And are they friendly with you?
Yes.
How do you feel about your life?
Trapped.
Is there a specific way that you address this man? Are you allowed to speak to him?
No.
Do you know his name?
No.
I'd like you to see yourself having a meal and tell me what you're experiencing.
We're by the fire and I have a cup of water, maybe, coffee, and a bowl of something. It's a soup, but it's not soup.
What is in it?
The meat and beans.
Is it the same thing that the master would eat?
No.
Who cooks for him?
One of us.
And who cooks for you?
One of us.
Is it the same person?
The same, usually.
Do all of you have different jobs?
Yes.
And you stay within those jobs?
Yes.
How do the jobs get assigned when he gets someone new?
There's a head slave, I guess. That's who he was beating before.
This person decides.
Yes.
Why was he beating him before?
I don't know.
Has he ever beaten you?
Yes.
For what?
Not digging fast enough.
On the count of 3, I'd like you to see yourself moving to the next significant moment or event in that life. 1, 2, and 3. And tell me what happens.
I'm older. I have wrinkled hands. And the master died.
How did he die?
He was killed.
How?
When he tried to steal someone's property, they fought back. And now we're free.
About how old are you now?
60? I think that's how old I am.
Okay. So what happens to everyone?
We get to go live our life.
And what do you do next?
I don't know.
Has anything changed in your daily routines or relationships?
No, they're different. The people are different. Some have died.
How do you feel about being free?
Alone.
As you move forward in time, become aware of what you do next.
I go to the village.
Which village is that?
I don't know the name of the village.
Is it just something that was nearby?
Yes.
How big is it?
Not big, but I wasn't accepted there.
Why?
Because that's the village where the master was trying to steal from. So I had to leave.
Where did you go next?
I went through the desert to the last village.
What happens there?
The same thing.
What's the reason there?
They think because I was with the master that I'm bad.
Do you try to explain?
Yes, but they don't listen.
After your master was killed, I'm guessing he had some valuable possessions. Did any of you take anything from him?
No, we didn't want it.
So what do you do after the second village?
I went to live on my own.
Tell me about that.
It's lonely and isolated. I'm not too far from the second village. They know I'm there.
Where do you live?
Just over the hill. There's a hill.
Do you have some sort of shelter?
Yes, I built one.
Out of what?
Trees, big leaves from trees, sticks, clay.
So what does your shelter look like?
Like a hut.
Is it open or closed?
It has a door.
When you go in, what's there?
A small space for a fire and a small area to sleep.
What do you sleep on?
Leaves, sand, ground.
Where do you get food?
It's left for me.
What kind of food?
Fruit, vegetables.
Do you know who leaves it for you?
Yes, but I've never met him.
Who is it that leaves it?
A man from the village.
Why does he do that?
I don't know. He's kind, I think.
Do you ever thank him for it?
I've never talked to him. I only saw him once. I looked at him and he ran off.
Why do you think he ran off?
I don't know.
So you don't go back to the village?
No.
So as you move forward in time, tell me if anything changes in your life, if anything else that's significant happens.
Nothing changes. I die in the hut.
Tell me what happens and how old you are at that point.
I'm not old. Shortly after I saw the man leave the food.
Are you sick?
No.
What happens to you?
I'm just tired. I just don't wake up.
Feel your spirit lifting out of the body. And as you begin to expand your awareness, tell me what your first thoughts are about this life.
That it wasn't much of a life.
Become aware of why, at a soul level, you chose to come in and have that life experience.
I had to learn patience.
Does your soul feel that it was a successful experience to learn patience?
Yes.
Were there side effects from that experience? Did you form any beliefs that were limiting that followed you into other lives?
Yes.
What were they?
I follow people, which makes me feel trapped.
So what is the belief that was formed during that slave life?
That I don't know what's right for me.
Your soul must have fully realized that that was going to be a potential outcome. So have there been lifetimes in which you were on the path of taking back that power to know what's right for you and to make your own decisions and to direct your own life?
Yes.
Okay. So just find yourself in a healing chamber. Allow your body to begin to experience regeneration, healing, mending, rebuilding of your identity, of your own image of yourself, of your own memory. As you're going through this healing process, you might imagine shackles that are binding you, that are limiting you. And I want you to imagine that those shackles just break open and you just shake them off. As you shake them off, you are releasing the bondage that was created not only over your body, but also over your mind and your spirit. As you release that bondage, fill the space within you and around you with beautiful, powerful white light that is purifying, cleansing, releasing that energy of limitation, of being in need of guidance and direction. And you begin to remember who you truly are, taking back the power, the direction, the purpose of your own journey. Now, how is this healing process going?
Good.
Now, when your soul feels ready, you begin to drift out of that healing chamber and begin to be pulled in a new direction. Just drift, floating, and you're just exploding the whole information that can be helpful drifting today as you experience the most appropriate. And I'd like you to begin in relaxation, down, look at, down, and examine again. And as you reach the surface, tell me the first things that you see, or the first impressions that you get.
Green bushes.
Where are they in relation to you?
They're below me. I'm soaring above them.
Okay. And what else do you see aside from the bushes?
That's all I see.
Are they covering the entire surface, or you're just focusing on one spot?
No, they're covering the surface.
So as you float a little higher, get a broader perspective, what are you looking at?
I think it's a farm.
So what would be the best way for you to gain more information? Is it to go down to the surface?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me when you find yourself on the surface.
Okay.
Tell me what's around you.
Well, they weren't bushes. They were trees. Small trees. There's lots of trees.
What kind of trees are they?
I don't know because I'm just seeing the top of the tree.
Are you still above the trees?
Yes, but I'm just above the tree.
Does the tree have any fruit on it, or is it just leafy?
I don't know why I can't get through.
How do you feel being there just above the trees?
I feel dizzy.
So you're not comfortable being this high?
No.
Are you able to choose where you are?
No.
Is something controlling you?
No.
I'd like you to become aware of your body and tell me if you can sense what you're wearing.
I don't know. I can smell the air.
How does it smell?
Dusty. And flashes of this image of this tree are popping in my mind. Just a black and white image of this tree.
What makes the air dusty?
I think the ground around us.
So there are a lot of trees, but the ground is dusty.
Yes.
Why are these trees there? Are they growing naturally or were they planted?
It looks as though they were planted because they're in rows, but I'm not sure their purpose. It's as if this tree is trying to talk to me. I just keep seeing an image of this tree.
Okay. So on the count of 3, you're going to receive information about the significance of this tree or any events that happened around the tree that are significant for you to remember. 1, 2, and 3. And as information comes to you, tell me the first thing that you experienced.
I feel the sun.
Are you outside or inside?
I'm outside.
And as you look around, what do you notice?
I feel love. I don't see anybody.
Do you see anything?
No, I don't see anything.
As you look down at where your feet would be, tell me what you see on your feet.
Nothing.
Are you barefoot?
Yes.
And as you become aware of your body, what are you wearing on your body?
I have on capri pants, a long shirt.
Are you in a male or female body?
I'm a girl, a small girl.
What age?
10?
Are you healthy?
Yeah.
Tell me about your life.
I have a family. It's hot where we live. We work on a farm, a tree farm, a nut farm.
Tell me about your family.
It's just my mom, my dad, me, and my grandma.
Where do you live?
We live together on the farm.
Have you been outside of your farm?
Yes.
What is the furthest you have traveled?
Many towns over.
What is the biggest town that you know closest to you, or that you have traveled to?
San Francisco.
And how do you like being on a farm?
I love it.
Do you participate in the work?
Yes.
What kind of things do you have to do?
We pick the nuts off the tree, collect them, wash them, take them to the building.
Which building?
The main building where the owner of the farm collects all the nuts. That's where we get paid.
So this farm doesn't belong to you? You just work there?
Yes.
What kind of nuts are you collecting?
Almonds.
So on the count of 3, I'd like you to see yourself standing in front of a place where you live. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me what you see.
It's a small house. We have a truck.
Enter the house and tell me what's inside.
There's a sofa, kitchen table, some pictures, the chair where my grandma sits, 2 bedrooms.
Do you go to school?
Yes.
How do you like school?
I don't like school.
Why?
The kids make fun of me because I'm different.
What makes you different?
My family.
What's different about your family?
We're not like the other families.
In what way?
Most of the other kids are white. I'm not white.
What color is your skin?
Brown.
Were you born in that area?
Yes.
How about your parents?
No.
Where did they come from?
Mexico.
The kids can be pretty mean. So how do you handle their teasing?
I try to ignore them, but I get in fights.
How do you fare in a fight?
Sometimes I lose.
How do your parents feel about your fighting?
They don't like it. They say I should fit in.
How about the teachers? Do they help you?
Yeah, the teachers are nice.
So I'd like you to see yourself in your classroom, and you will notice a date on the board. And tell me what date you see.
May 1976.
On the count of 3, find yourself in the next significant moment in that life. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me what happens.
I'm sick.
What are you experiencing?
It took my breath away. I can hardly breathe.
What did the doctors tell you you have?
Some form of cancer, I think.
How old are you at this point?
12. I'm not a teenager yet because I was upset about it.
You were upset about...
Not being a teenager.
And where are you?
I'm at home.
Is someone with you?
My grandma.
How long have you been sick?
For a few months.
Are you receiving any treatment?
Only oxygen.
So I'd like you to see yourself being present at the time when your parents perhaps are discussing your condition with the doctors, and the doctors explain exactly what happens. You may be there just in spirit, but you will be aware of what the doctors say. What is it that they have to say?
He says that even with treatment, I'm going to die.
What type of cancer is it?
It's in my brain. I've had it since I was born.
Did they know about it?
No.
How was it detected?
I had an accident.
What kind of accident?
I fell from a tree.
And then what happened?
They ran tests. That's when they found the bleeding.
Did you feel dizzy at the top of the tree? Is that when you fell?
Yes.
And how are your parents doing?
They're sad.
Now I'd like you to move to the last day of your life and tell me what's happening.
Everyone's with me.
Where are you?
I'm at home.
When your parents call you, how do they address you?
Amaya.
Become aware of your full name.
Amaya Adriana Rodriguez.
Become aware of what year it is.
1979.
And Amaya, what is the name of the city where you live, or close to which you live?
We live right outside of San Diego.
Do you know the name of your farm?
It's called the Rodriguez Farm, but it's not my family farm.
So tell me what is happening on that day. Take me through the last moments of your life.
Everyone's crying. My parents feel guilty.
What?
Not buying medicine.
The doctor told them that it wouldn't help, right?
Correct.
Are you able to communicate with your parents?
Yes.
Do you say anything to each other?
I tell them I love them.
So allow your spirit to lift out of your body gently. And as you look down at the body and the life you left behind, what's the first thing that you feel or think?
I felt loved.
What was the purpose of that life experience?
To love selflessly.
Why did you choose to come in for only 12 years?
It only took 12 years.
For what?
For the lesson to be learned.
So there was no need to stay around?
Yes.
Do you feel that it was a successful life experience?
Yes.
Were there any negative side effects, any beliefs that were formed that would become limiting in other lives?
Yes.
What are they?
I let the unconditional love I have for others hold me back.
In what way?
I put them first.
So now as you see yourself transitioning, once again go into a healing chamber. And within that healing experience, you begin to remember what unconditional love is about. And that it is not one directional. It is a circle. As it flows out, it comes back. If you're a part of the circle, you cannot avoid experiencing that unconditional love coming back to you. So as you remove yourself from that more linear experience, you begin to remember that unconditional love cannot exclude you. And so as you step back into that circle, you begin to feel the love flowing back into you, around you, as you share it with others. Now I want all of the consciousness and personality of Jessica to once again return and fully integrate back into the body. I'd like to ask the higher consciousness of Jessica to step forward. May I speak to you and ask you some questions?
Yes.
Thank you. I know that you could have brought forth many different lifetimes for Jessica to see today. You chose the life of a slave and then the life of a young girl who dies at an early age. Why did you pick those two lifetimes for her to review?
To show her that she's lived a life of entrapment.
Are both lives examples of entrapment?
No.
So what was the significance of the second life?
Because in this lifetime, she doesn't feel as though she's loved, or she gives a significant amount of love. And she does, and she has, in all of her lifetimes.
Is it about giving love or receiving it as well?
Both.
I'm asking the higher consciousness and all the entities that we were interacting with to recede to where they belong with much love and thanks for the help that they have provided to us today.